Hello everyone, Thempire Ian here with more new cards. We've got a tasty treat today. The second, this is one of the stupid Justice Hunters. Oh man, what a way to intro. I'm not redoing it though. Let's go. Oh my god, I love these. Yum yum, yum yum. Cupsy Yum Yum. What a creature. A little popcorn raccoon. You got it. Wait, no, not popcorn. That's like a milkshake. Yeah, it's like a parfait. Okay, it's like a parfait because it's got the little levels of jello and the whipped cream and then the strawberries on top. Yeah. That's my girl, yo. Cupsy Yummy. A level 1 Light Beast effect monster. Light Beast! You could search this with the stupid Ancient Fairy Dragon stuff. 0 attack, 1600 defense. You can special summon with the first effect of this card's name once per turn. You can only use the second effect once per turn. If you control a Link 1 or level 2 Synchro monster, you special summon this card from your hand. Okay, so this is our gimmick here. Link 1 and level 2 Synchro monsters. That's interesting. The level 2 Synchro monster part makes it potentially synergize with Sprite, maybe. This card is normal or special summon. You can add 1 Yummy card from your deck to your hand. Yummy! Yummers! This is the Yummers archetype. Yummers. If this card is normal, special summon, add a Yummy card from your deck to your hand, except for Cups of Yummy. Or if it's special summon by a Synchro monster's effect, you can draw 1 card instead. Ooh, that's fun. And you can, so you can do either one, I believe. That's interesting. So if you don't need the search, you can just have a draw. I like that. Oh my god, I love that they're just little fuzzy guys. This one's like in a cookie. Yeah, it's like there's like a chess cookie right there, and yeah. It's like a cookie of some kind. Cookie Yummy, yes it is, cookies. Level 1 Light Beast effect, 1000 attack, 0 defense. You can only special summon with the first effect of this card name once per turn. You only use the second effect once per turn. Okay. Control a Link 1 or Link 2, you can special summon from your hand. Yes. If this card is normal special, you can target one face-up monster your opponent controls. It loses 1000 attack, or this card is special for the secret, you can destroy that monster instead. Okay. So this one like actively gets better if you special summon it via Synchro monster's effect. So this is probably the one you want to get if you have a monster to destroy. Otherwise, this one is just like an extender and doesn't do anything else, unfortunately. Lollipo Yummy. Yummy. Yummer. He's got a little... Oh my god, he's got a little tag. He's got a little tag. Oh, I love these. Oh, I'm a stereotype. Level 1 Light Beast effect, 600 attack, 1200 defense. Special summon with the first effect. If you control Link 1 or level 2 Synchro, special summon it. Yeah, okay. If this card is normal special, you can target one card in your opponent's graveyard, shuffle it into the deck, or if it's special summon by a single monster effect, banish that instead. Okay, a little bit of graveyard control. I'm noticing that they don't do a whole lot yet. They don't really do a whole lot yet. They kind of don't do anything. The one card is a consistency tool. That's nice. That's nice. These ones are, but like I think just one consistency tool isn't quite enough. But maybe the spells will handle that. Maybe the spells will handle the consistency tools, and these ones are just going to be your interruptions. All right. Now we got this little guy. Cupsy Yummy Way, who is like grabbing one of the little guys. Oh, he's grabbing several of the little guys and bringing them up to space. Is he like a claw machine? Is he a claw machine? Yummy Way. A level 2 Light Beast Synchro Tuner. 2200 defense, 0 attack. 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner monster. For this card's Synchro summon, you can treat 1 Link 1 monster you control as a level 1 tuner. Okay. You can only use the first and second effect of this card's name once per turn. This card is Synchro summon. You can add 1 Yummy or 2. Oh, hold up. Okay, the Synchro monster's handling it. Okay, if this card is Synchro summon, you can add 2 Yummy monsters from your deck to your hand. Then this card 1 card. When your opponent activates a card or effect, you return this card for the extra deck special summon 2 Yummy monsters from your graveyard, which is why you'd be fine with discarding one. You could add the consistency tool, and then you like summon that because you control a Synchro monster, and then you can put the one of the interruption cards in the graveyard. Okay, I get that. That's like fun. That's like neat. I don't think though that these guys have a good enough interruption for me to bother doing that, frankly. I'm gonna need a little bit more. I'm gonna need a little bit more. All right. Oh my god, another one. Cookie Yummy. Okay, so Cupsy Yummy Way is grabbing a cup, and Cookie Yummy Way is grabbing a cookie. Okay, so that's the Yummy Ways are just like the creatures grabbing the creatures, and the which one it is depends on which creature they're grabbing. These are so cute, dude. Is this almost looks like the same artist who did Fluanderies, maybe? Maybe? It's very stylized and cartoony. I love it. Level 2 Light Beast Synchro Tuner, 1600 attack. 1 tuner, 1 non-tuner. For this card, Synchros. Oh my god, there's another one. This is a huge wave. What the hell? For this card, Synchros, unless there's no spell traps. Hold up, are there no spell traps? Are there no spell traps? Well, I guess we'll find out. For this card, Synchros, we could use a Link 1 Monster equals level 1 tuner. Yeah. Use the first effect of this card once per turn. This card is Synchro something you target up to 2 face-up monsters on the field, changing the face-down defense position. Okay. Sure. When your opponent activates a card or effect, quick effect, you return this card to the extra deck special summon of 2 yummy monsters in the graveyard. So that's the same dealio. These guys don't quick effect summon anything, quick synchro anything. So this guy doesn't seem particularly good yet. We'll see what the Link one does. I assume there's a Link one. Lollipop Yummy Way. So this is the synchro for the lollipop guys. Oh my god, look at the eyes on this one. Whoa. Oh, I love them. Level 2 Light Beast Synchro, 1200, tuner, non-tuner. This card synchro summon you can treat. Yeah. And this first and second are once per turn. If this card is synchro summon, you can special summon the 2 yummy monsters, or special summon 2, not up to 2, from the graveyard, but their effects are negated. Oh, okay. So this one lets you could just make this one, and then make one of these other ones. This is just like an extender. That's crazy. So you just you make this one, summon back the materials, make another one. And you put an activates a card effect, you return this card, the extra expression of the 2 yummy monsters from the graveyard. Yeah. Alright, here's our Link one. Yummy Snatchy. This is the guy who's snatching up all these guys. His name is Snatchy. And he's an alien who comes from this little crab-shaped UFO. Oh my god, look! The fucking Galaga creatures. He's a Galaga. Oh, and that's his Link arrow. And then the Link arrow goes up when he's taking them up. Oh, that's so funny. Ah! Oh god, these are adorable. Alright, Link 1, Light Beast, Link effect monster, 600 attack, Link bottom. You can only use the first effect, and it's a level 4 or lower Light Beast monster, so it's not generic. You only use the first effect of this card's name once per turn. If this card is Synchro Summon, you can place 1 yummy field spell from your deck or hand or deck face up on your field. Okay, so there's going to be a field spell right there. Oh my god, there's a lot. Hold up. Okay, we'll get to that later. But this is just a huge wave. Yeah, okay. It's just a big wave. It feels bigger than the Dragon Tail one, but I could be wrong on that. The Dragon Tail got I guess Dragon Tail got 4 main deck monsters, 2 extra deck monsters, 2 spells, and 2 traps. So yeah, no, it was a pretty big one too. Okay, so they're both going to be pretty big. Place a yummy field spell from your hand or deck face on from your field. Also, you cannot link summon Link 3 or higher Link monsters the rest of the turn. Do not make access code talker. God damn it. But you will probably only need to use this once, right? Once per chain during the main phase or your opponent's battle phase, quick effect, pay 100 life points, mean that this effect is follow Synchro Summon using a yummy monster you control. Okay, so this lets you, the Link one lets you quick summon. That's what I kind of want to figure was going on, is that it was going to be the Link one that let you quick synchro. That makes sense to me. And it gets you a field spell, so I guess we're going to see what the field spells are. And you just have to pay 100 life points. That's time in the round. Interesting. All right, here's our... So there's actually 2 field spells, so maybe you do need to use that more than once. First up, Yummy's Ment Minion. That's not the name of it. That's not going to be what they call it. Try again, Yu-Gi-Oh! Sorry, they're not calling it Yummy's Mint. Fuck off. Field spell card. You can only use the second and third effect of this card name each once per turn. Yummy monster you control gains 500 attack for each light beast monster on the field. Okay, so that actually can let you get in for lethal eventually, because otherwise these guys have no way of doing that. If you control a Link 1 monster, you can target one Yummy monster in your graveyard, special summon it. Whoa! Hold up. That's crazy. If this card is in your graveyard, you can target 2 Yummy monsters in your graveyard or banish it, place them and this card on the bottom of the deck in any order. Huh. Wow. That's pretty good. It doesn't give you the draw, which is unfortunate, but you know, it does recycle material and recycles itself, so you can get it back again. And that can include the extra deck monster, so you can recycle the Link one over and over again. All right, here's the other one. He lives in a Tamagotchi. That's crazy. Yummy's Mint. No, that's not going to be what it is. Acro Key. Field spell card, you can only use the first and second and third effects of this card each once per turn. You synchro summon a light beast synchro monster, you can target one card your opponent controls. So this is interesting. This one is good for your Link monsters, and this one is good for your synchro monsters. So you might want to like have this one and then go into this one afterwards. And then you know, quick synchro on the opponent's turn. But I don't know that you do want to do that. I mean, to a certain extent you do, right? Like you want to quick synchro to a certain extent on the opponent's turn, but I think you want to set up your synchros first turn, then go through them, then quick synchro into another synchro, right? Because they can get back the Link one. There's nothing stopping them from getting back the Link one. Anyways, let's continue. If a face-up monster you control leaves your field by an opponent's card effect, special summon a Yummy monster from your deck. Okay, so that means if you successfully get this pop-off, then you get to special summon a Yummy monster, or, you know, if you get one of the other removal spells you have, or removal in your deck. And then if this card in your graveyard is in your graveyard target, yeah, it does the same effect as the other one, where he gets to place them back and then recycle material. And then we have a continuous trap, and that's it. Yummy Redemption. Yummy Redemption? What is going on here? This guy's so scared. This is so scary. What's going on? Yummy Redemption. What the fuck? You can only use the third effect of this card's name once per turn. Monsters your opponent controls lose 200 attack for each light beast monster you control and in your graveyard. That's going to end up being quite a few, I think. Once per chain, if you synchro summon a light beast synchro monster, you can draw one card and place one card from your hand on the bottom of the deck. Okay. So that's like fine. It's like a bad hyper librarian, TG hyper librarian, but you don't have to summon a synchro monster to do it. You just have to get this on the field. And we have a card that gets us into those guys. Yeah, it just adds Yummy cards, so it can add anything except for itself, including this. That's the only thing that gets us into this, weirdly enough. I don't think anything else here searches. One of the synchro monsters searches monsters, yeah. Or this one special summons from the graveyard. It's is it Cookie? No, it's the first one, Cupsy. Yeah, it adds the Yummy monsters, but it only adds monsters, so currently Cupsy is the only way to get to this card consistently. You manage this card from your graveyard and then target one Yummy monster you control and one monster your opponent controls. Switch control of both. That's funny, but I don't think it's particularly good. But, you know, if this ends up in the graveyard, it's something that'll be nice to have. I think the second effect is a lot more interesting. And the first effect is, like, maybe relevant because of how small your guys are. Yeah, I meant to emulate a crane game. 100 life points is the 100 yen coin. Oh, yes, yes, yes. Although, at this point, I was in the arcades in Japan. The cranes don't cost 100 yen. Some of them do. Some of the small, like the really small ones that you'll find just like kind of scattered around in like department stores might be 100 yen. But like most crane games are not at this point. They're more high-end kind of deals, but it's just like the big ones, right? But the big ones are all over the place, and the small ones are actually, like, the small ones, they can fit so many into one place. That's what you usually find, like a huge cluster of the small ones. And it's like maybe like by sheer numbers they're outnumbering them. But like I see the big ones more often. I remember seeing the big ones more often than I saw the small ones. What I would see instead of the small crane games would be the small gachapon machines. Those ones stack up just the same, and those ones will get the 100 yen out of you very easily. Because you're guaranteed a prize, so it makes it more likely you'll actually do it, but you don't get the prize you want, so you still might keep going, you know. These are funny. These are so neat, and it just says it's just generic Link 1 monster. It doesn't require it to be the yummy Link monster, Yummy Snatchy, who is a little bit harder to make. So what you can do is you can you can use any level 1 monster and make relinquished anima. And then you have your tuner. So what you can do is you can do like Snake Eyes Ash. Snake Eyes Ash add Poplar or even Birch, because you don't really care about adding anything now that OSS is banned. You don't really care about adding anything off of Poplar. I mean, maybe you do just to play that one removal spell, but I don't think that's good enough, frankly. If you play Birch, then you can use it from the hand too. And then you can just go Snake Eyes Ash, make Relinquished Anima, or Link Kariba if you're playing Master Duel. Or first you have to summon the Birch, because if you don't summon the Birch first, you won't be able to summon the Birch. You need to have Ash on field to summon the Birch. But yeah, you can turn one of those into Relinquished Anima, and then turn them into a Synchro. Probably the one that adds 2 yummy monsters. That seems pretty good. So that gives you another starter. Is this deck designed to make the Snake Eyes cards playable again after banning OSS? It's like, okay, fine, here's something to do with the damn things. But there's all sorts of things you could do. You could use like Skull Servants. You could use the little Fire King guy. I don't know if you want to do a whole Fire King package, but I do have beast monsters, although they're not light beast monsters. I feel like the thing about this deck is that you don't need to have that many of these little guys in the deck, really. I think you probably want to have 3 of this guy, probably, Cupsy. I just love the spaced out look he has. And you would want some amount of Cookie and Lollipo, probably just like maybe 1 of each or 2 of each. And then, or maybe just like 1 and 2, like a 1 and 2 ratio, depending on how you feel about the format. I like the flexibility of this one, because this one seems like if it only banished, it could be really bad into Malice. But since it can also shuffle into the deck, it has a really good use case against Malice and decks where you would prefer the banish. But what it's really going to take a lot is your extra deck space. You got to have at least 1 of Cupsy, Cookie, and Lollipo, and Yummy, probably. You probably want a Yummy, because Yummy has the quick Synchro. Because even though you can use the Relinquish Anima to get into combo, you probably still want to make another Synchro using the Snatchy, and then you can summon the Snatchy from the graveyard off the recycle effect, and then you can quick Synchro into another monster, and then you can go through all 3 in 1 turn. I mean, I say that you're going through all 3 Synchro monsters, which I guess is fine. But I'm like also realizing that, like, what does that do for you, right? Because there's only 2 of these guys, so that actually do something when they're summoned, instead of just adding. I guess adding a card is pretty good too, or just drawing a card, because if you're summoned by a Synchro monster's effect, you can just draw a card instead, and it gives you a little bit of advantage. Maybe you draw into a hand trap, you know. It's not awful. So yeah, I guess going through all 3 of them is not bad. These are hard to evaluate because they work on like a really weird axis, I think. They seem good, but like they're good in a weird way. They like really are. They remind me a lot of Crystron with the synchro summoning on the opponent's turn and getting like advantage off of that. But they can't make Cyber Dragon Infinity, so but they seem like you could make a pretty easy package. Like what you got, rerun 3 of this guy, 3 of like Ash, and then 1 Birch. Maybe just 1 of each of Cookie and Lollipo. What does that bring us to? That brings us to 9. 9 cards main currently. 4 cards extra, which is a big ask, honestly. At least 4 cards. You might want duplicates of some of those because they're so important. You probably want to run this one. Maybe 1 minion, 1 Akroki. And there's probably just no redemption, honestly. You might run redemption, maybe, but I could see cutting it entirely. I don't think it's that good to be worth keeping in. It's good, don't get me wrong. I just think it is very cuttable if you're trying to save room, because like you're already at 12 cards now. Wait, no, not 12. Sorry, 11. 2 plus 9 is 11, and then. I mean, maybe you could put it in as just like a, but like what? When are you getting it to hand, right? That's my thing. Is when are you getting it to hand? And the answer is going to have to be when you summon this fucker, when you summon Cupsy. And the real thing is you want to get one of these field spells instead. So what the continuous trap is going to end up being is something you search when you already have one of the field spells in hand, because you only need one of the field spells, since the Link monster gets you the other one. You know what's interesting is that none of this deck locks you at all except for this right here. That's kind of crazy, isn't it? So that's like a 11, 12 card main deck engine with a 4 card extra deck like requirement that you could just slot into whatever you want. Like I legitimately don't think it interferes with most of anything. The main thing I think it would actually interfere with, as far as like other decks, is how much space on the field it takes up. Because of all this like synchroing, like you're having the material on field, or you're making these synchro monsters, and then they summon 2 guys, and then those 2 guys summon a synchro, and then that synchro can summon 2 guys, who then summon 2 guys, or who can then summon a guy. And then that guy can summon 2 guys, and this guy can summon 2 guys. Ooh, I think I hit my microphone. And then all of a sudden, you just got like an entire board full of guys. So you can actually end up limiting yourself in what you're able to do based on how much extra other stuff you do at the same time. This might be one of those decks where it's better to go all in on non-engine, and by non-engine, I'm like even including like Fenrir. I feel like this is a banger Fenrir deck, right? Fenrir would go hard in here. Maybe even like Unicorn and Fenrir. They could just like that. Like that's all you're doing is like a little Kashtira engine. I guess you could do like a Fiendsmith engine too. And you get a lot of 2 guys on field, so you could very easily convert some of those 2 guys into closed heaven, Moon into closed heaven, and then go into the whole Fiendsmith line, and then just end on Wave High King Caesar. And that's just like 1 slot taken up. I don't think you're ever going into all 5 slots at the same time. And then since you're doing all this extra deck summoning, you could use the extra Monster Zone as well. So yeah, no, I think something like that is really going to be where this deck shines. Is like, I think a Kashtira engine or a Fiendsmith engine could work really well in here. And I think these are interesting. It's just I have a hard time evaluating them because of how like interestingly they work. It's really going to be very dependent upon how interruptible they are. That's like one thing I always like I have trouble evaluating when I'm just like reading the cards off the base, like just off the cuff, is like when you're actually doing a combo, how interruptible are they going to be? I mean, these ones kind of seem right now like you could interrupt them with an Ash Blossom. Although not entirely. It kind of depends on what hand you're drawing in this like theoretical I've developed. There's a lot going here. I think these are quite interesting. I would be very interested to see what people do with these. And let me tell you, as someone who's like really good at claw machines, this is the experience. Look at that! Look at how concentrated he is. That's exactly how it feels to get barely get them, to barely grab one and then start pulling it up. Oh, I love that the link arrows are integrated as the up and down of the claw. That's so cool. Oh, these are so fun. And that's why the ship kind of looks like a claw machine too. And it's got crab claws on it because it's a claw machine. Oh, man. It's also funny that he lives in a Tamagotchi. That's so funny. New! Oh, God. These are so cute. I'm so excited about these. They're going to be so much money if they're any good at all. I wish I could pay for Yu-Gi-Oh! It's so expensive. But yeah, that's my thoughts on these. I'm pretty happy with them. I'm excited. I like these little guys. I think they have potential. They might need a second wave. But I just have trouble evaluating it. But if you think you can evaluate them, let me know what you think down below. I think there's a lot of interesting things you could do with them. Let me know some more things. There's all sorts of level 1 strategies that you could use to make these a little even more crazy, or like do something even stupider. Dustons, anyone? Dustons are level 1, right? I think they are. Yeah, because that's what you can use them to make the Despondent, or whatever the heck its name is. that guy who needs like 5 level 1s on the field. Yeah. All right. Let me know what you think of these down below. I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye. Yummers. Hey there. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Got a lot more for you if you want them. Just hit that subscribe button and ring the bell to get notifications. I'd also appreciate it if you left me a like and a comment, maybe share the video around with your friends. You can also follow me on all usual social media sites. Just check out my website in the description below for more info. My videos are funded by my patrons and YouTube members, whose names you'll see scrolling by in these credits here. For just $1 a month, you too could find yourself here, trapped in my end screen for all eternity. In particular, I'd like to thank Haru Hayes, Fleakill, Frog Prince Michael, Jeremy Coatney, the Almighty Ferret Lord, and Fire Mizuni. A big thanks to all my other patrons and unto my little community as a whole. Remember to be kind to yourselves, be kind to others, and have a wonderful whatever time it is for you. Bye-bye!